Hello everyone, in this podcast we're going to be talking about the state of Red Dead Online. Hope you enjoy. It's terrible, it's stale,
Straight up
boring.
terrible.
How long were you playing yesterday?
I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
actually
don't
played
know.
a decent amount. We actually had decent
I
time.
played low.
What did you
An
do?
hour and a
I,
half,
I mean, I think I caught. I
2 hours.
think I caught the end of it.
Oh yeah, you left and shit.
If anything, right, I think since this new grief system, more people are more griefers.
You think?
I've noticed, yeah.
I've had the
Like
opposite.
I was in a fucking free mode earlier, and there was like five guys, weren't even in a posse. Like they just kept on coming around trying to fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were they red?
yeah.
Or have you been attacked by any blue players?
No, that's kind of true. Like, it's kind of good that it tells you who does and who doesn't, but it just seems like every fucker like is red, most of them. So
Well, that's probably because you can see on the map, can't you? The map's that big.
yeah.
You can't see anyone. What about Rebel or Doyle? What do you think? Have you been attacked more since the update? Or
It's kind of hard to tell because I'm barely on it. Playing
what?
weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about
Like,
what it
I
is?
don't feel like I have been having a bounty on me for quite a while, but I feel like I just come right past people without them shooting at me. I don't
Mm.
know. Bro. Probably, I don't even know if it did anything. So,
What do you think of the bounty system?
It's a bit
I don't
OP.
even know how it
I
works.
kind of like it, but it's kind of weird too that when you get shot, you still have the bounty on you. Makes no sense.
Well, so Doyle, you don't know how the bounty system works.
No.
So briefly, basically, if you shoot another player or kill like a lawman, you get a bounty. A player is worth 50 cents, and a lawman is worth like 25 cents.
Yeah.
So if someone does damage on you first and then you kill them, you don't get a bounty. But if you get, I don't know, what is it, like $11, and then NPC bounty hunters come after you, and you have to fight them off. But if they kill you, they claim the money from you, basically. It's as simple as that.
That's alright, but
I think it's a
yeah.
bit shit because even if you
People just
kill,
killing you.
if you kill like red dots, you still get a bounty. And if you just want to have a brawl or just have a bit of fun, you end up having a bounty. So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I think that the bounty hunters come too frequent as well. Like I remember I had a bounty before, my first one, and then I killed them off, escaped the area, and then 10 minutes ago, like later, I had a bounty. Like they were after me again,
Mm,
and it's like it basically forces you to pay the bounty.
yeah,
Like you can't really role play as an outlaw because they're just constantly after you.
that is true. Um, do you guys like feel like you want to play it at the minute, or do you just feel like you don't want to play it? It's boring.
I feel like it's kind of boring.
Yeah, you don't feel any need or want. See, that sucks. It does, doesn't it? What can they do? What can Rockstar do? What do you
They
think?
just need to like add more content, like houses, more missions, more like a crew system kind of thing.
Mm. What do you think, Doyle?
Uh,
Wait, what?
What do you
Sorry.
think?
Oh, like the game? I don't know. Like it's just fucking. It's still in beta, right? So, cause the
Do you think that's
like
a valid excuse for it being so bland?
yeah,
Mm.
because like
see,
I
go on.
don't know. I'll let you go. I just have to
I
think
was gonna
about
say,
it.
yeah, it feels like they put beta on it just because the GCA was a beta to begin with, and when they brought it out, servers are going down left, right, and center because they couldn't hack all the players.
Mm.
But obviously they should know now that that was gonna happen. So it seems like they put beta on the title just to be like safe, so no one could complain.
Yeah.
But the servers are fine. It's just there's little bugs that need to get sorted out, and they're not sorting them out.
Yeah. See, the thing with the beta, it basically gives them like easier it gives them an easier time to upload like new updates and stuff. Because when it's not a beta, then they have to go through like a system where they PlayStation has to approve it, and then once it's approved, then they can put the update through. But when it's a beta, they can just put the update through and have it like just go straight up there without having PlayStation or Sony to check it. But they're not doing that. They're not fixing up any bugs or anything. They've still got that the horse bonding that goes down to level 1. The stubble is still broken. You know, I think they fixed a couple of other ones. They fixed the bandana one, and I haven't had any trouble. He's clear. I haven't had any trouble with the stranger missions. But I don't know. Alright, Clip.
It feels like some of the balancing for the weapons aren't right either. It seems like they're just playing around with them, and like they'll make some like a one weapon up. Like at the minute, the Evans repeater, it feels like it's OP because it's the new weapon. Like everyone's using it and getting loads of good easy kills with it.
Have you
And
bought
then
it?
they've just like nerfed it. I haven't bought it yet, but I've seen gameplay people using it, and people have been killing me with it. Like I can tell they're not getting headshots; they're getting like chest, like top torso shots, and it's like one hit kills near enough.
Oh, really?
So I don't know if it's just bugged or they just made it OP like the varmint rifle.
Maybe. I know it's fast.
Yeah.
Is that Clutit in the chat?
The biggest dickhead.
Where is he? Do you fucking Clip being quiet as shit?
Alright, take.
Who invited this guy?
Hey, man.
He said he wanted to be in it. Alright, Clip. What are you thinking about the state of Red Dead at the minute?
The state of Red Dead.
Yeah. Online.
Same state that it has since it launched. It doesn't feel complete. It doesn't feel fun, and what I can do in the game is very limited. And all the fun that I have is not. It's not in modes or races. It's just hanging out with the people that I was already hanging out with. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta make your own fun.
You have to make your own fun. Yeah. It's a beautiful world, but there's just not much to do in it, which is. I don't know. You can try to make the best of it, but you're gonna get tired of it pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, a game you shouldn't have to force to have fun in a game. You shouldn't have to force yourself to have fun in the game. It should just be fun.
You would think, right? But
What do you think that Rockstar can do? If
me
anything.
personally,
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I've been telling people that GTA Online had the exact same issue where the game wasn't exactly. I don't know. When it launched, it was in the same sort of state, and it didn't get good for a little while.
Mm.
But that's only because there was things to work your way up to. You know, if you wanted a house that was really nice, and you had to pay a lot of money for that. If you wanted a car that was really nice, you had to pay a lot of money for it. Red Dead, you have your camp and your horse and your character. And once you hit level like 99 or so, you can make your character look as cool as he wants, and you'll probably have a good amount of cash. Your horse doesn't really make a difference unless you're doing races, and your camp is a real shithole. So I don't know. There's not much to. It's a cowboy game that feels like you're already living the life of a cowboy. You're living outside. You dress like shit. Your beard is mangy. I mean, you kind of live in the cowboy life here. There's no like luxurious cowboys out there unless you just want to dress like a Pinkerton. So as far as what could be done to make it more fun, I don't know. Rebalancing the game, making hunting more viable, finding alternative ways to make money that's not escorting caravans and shooting the same couple of gangsters wherever the hell they are. Oh well, it's kind of hard. That's all Red Dead has is the horse and the shooting. So. Oh, I guess
I think the game mode, like the showdowns, are a bit messed up as well. Like, I only like 2 game modes. That's like Most Wanted and like name your weapon or whatever it is, like the free for all one. Yeah. And the rest, like I don't want to play, so I literally just go into a game and then I'm playing most of them. I'm not enjoying. Like you should be able to pick which ones you want to play. I think.
See,
I think more
also
game modes as well.
Yeah, I was talking shit to Doyle yesterday. I said 1v1 me, Doyle. And then I realized that it's not an option. You can't. There's no team deathmatch. You can't just. I just want to shoot this guy. I mean, you can do the little. What is it?
Like a feud.
I don't even know what it's
Posse
called. Like
feud,
the
yeah.
posse feud, but I think you'll still get a. I'm not sure if you'll still get a bounty for it, but it's just like, oh yeah, that's right. We can't act like assholes because Rockstar is gonna give me a bounty and it's gonna give you a bounty. And it's not gonna be fun. So it definitely needs to be a lot more modes, and the ability to pick a mode would be nice, and the areas that the modes take place in. How
Yeah,
many times I have to
definitely.
go back to Saint Denis docks or you know, Valentine? I don't know. It just feels like they could be doing a lot more. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the thing. Rockstar, they know about these things. I'm sure they're reading and hearing what we're saying, but why do you think they're not doing anything? I mean, there's no way that they don't know what we're asking for.
Oh, that's easy. Um, Comes down to marketing. I'm
Mm,
somebody that likes to study marketing in their free time. So when you have something as big as Rockstar's Red Dead Online or GTA Online, the thing is that you want to start with it having absolutely nothing.
mm,
That way, when people go, when can we get this? When can this? How about they change this? Just like with the prices when I first played the beta, it was like a gun that was like $900. Who the hell
yeah,
has
the
$900 on the
Mauser's
first day, right?
$1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, or 1,000, right? And it's oh, you said Mauser, whatever. And it's Rockstar going, yeah, we know it's pretty bad, but don't worry, we're gonna slowly lower it
Mm,
up until we get to the point where you guys won't complain anymore. Because if you go from 1,000 to 600, oh wow, Rockstar's listening. Yeah, I'm not paying
yeah.
$600 for a pistol though.
No.
So
I think
it's
it's
they just
intentional.
want people to complain about it, so that when they do release an update and something changes, or it's a big change or even a small change, it'll get people on for whatever select amount of time, and then it's just going to remind them, oh man, this sucks, and oh, I really want this outfit. I guess I'll just cough up the gold bars for it, whatever. And people will just get frustrated and do that because they don't want to play the adversary modes or the competitive modes, whatever the hell they're
Mm,
called. I know I don't, but I'm also too cheap to cough up cash, so
yeah.
it ain't gonna work on me.
You think they're thinking the same thing with this latest update?
I don't know what they're thinking because they said that all this stuff was coming with this update, and it's been a week,
There's
and all I'm seeing is
there's
coming
nothing.
soon.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. I don't even think a new game mode has been released, which is
The
I
Fool's Gold.
think they might have actually forgot.
I think I saw some gameplay of it, the Fool's Gold one.
Did you?
But yes,
Wow.
someone on Instagram or something. But I don't know. I'm not even personally. I'm not even interested in it. You know.
No, it's because I think it's because the combat is really basic in that game and it's not terribly deep.
Mm,
It's all just auto aim, which is a lot of us here were free aim players in GTA. We none of us can really stand because it doesn't feel
no.
like anybody's good. They just point at
No.
their gun quicker than you. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm dead now. Point and click, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. If the combat was more refined, even GTA's combat, I think would say is better than this. A little bit deeper. You could toss grenades and roll and all this other shit. But
Mm.
it's whatever.
Do you think? Do you guys think they're gonna bring in a free aim or a hardcore mode at all?
They should do separate, like free aim only. Fuck off with this fucking free aim assisted.
Mm.
Free aim and auto aim. Simple.
Mhm.
Fuck. To fucking retards.
It,
They needed like a Rockstar creator as well, so you can make your own like team death matches and stuff.
yeah. I think
Yeah, I was definitely thinking that.
that should have been all in from the start. Straight
Mhm.
away. All they have
Once
to do is
again, with
copy and
GTA,
paste.
that didn't come for a couple months. The creator, all
Yeah.
that you do is make races and
Like
death matches, which is
the
all
thing,
still let you do.
the thing was with that is though they made that, they added that in that update. You know, Red Dead is like almost
Mhm.
like an evolution of GTA Online. These things should have been in it from the get go.
Already in.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you're telling me it's it's hard. I'm sure all you got to do is just copy and paste the same format. You know, and it's got to be as simple as that. No, personally, I feel like they don't want to add free aim and hardcore modes to Red Dead. I've got a feeling they don't want to do that because this blips being off the radar and being off the map and stuff. I feel like that would have been a feature that would have been in like a hardcore mode or something like that. And if they're not going to add a hardcore mode, then there's no reason for them to add like free aim. You know, somehow for some reason I don't think they want to separate people, which is a bit of a shame. What do you think? What do
I
you
think
think to that?
the system, first of all, that any weird changes that they wanted to do, they should have made those changes in GTA Online, see how it went, and then acted accordingly. In GTA Online, it would make more sense that you can't see everybody's blips from the jump. Because if I have a jet, I can fly,
Yeah.
or I can go to the military base if I don't have one, get one, and go, oh, that guy's still standing there, and light his ass up. In this game, it takes forever to get to somebody. So even when you find them, they're probably going to be gone at this point with the whole blip system.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
really weird that they would focus on, oh, we don't want people griefing all the way from Blackwater to Lemoyne, or Rhodes. It's like, yeah, but all they can do is shoot me. They're not gonna gun me down in a jet that I can't do anything about. It feels a little bit silly. I don't mind the color changing aspect because that makes sense, but
Yeah.
to hide every single blip is, I don't know, a bit silly. I think they'll change it. It's a bit much. That's the way I can put it. It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Makes the game feel really isolated because there's people that
Yeah.
come in and I see them talk on the mic, and I don't even see their blip. I'm like, what the hell? Where's that voice coming from? It's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when they could just literally go to fast travel and travel anywhere, and then you don't know where they are. I mean, like, they're
Yeah.
safe anyway, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, so easy. It's so easy to get away from people. It's not a game where you're gonna get griefed heavily, Maybe with hunting, but
See,
even
I mean,
now it's not really viable.
I think people were griefing because they were bored. There's
Of
nothing
course.
to do. There's nothing to do. Nothing.
Hey, spice up your life. I'm gonna shoot you in the head. They don't know that when you meet somebody like me, I'm trying to keep my karma up. I'm just lead a session. I don't care. I played GTA before. This isn't anything. See you. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Not dealing with it.
exactly. I asked the question to these guys earlier whether they want to play Red Dead Online. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think his mic's muted.
What happened?
Yeah. What just.
What happened, Jay? You got quiet. Got quiet halfway through the question.
It's getting choked up.
My bad.
Shit.
Can you hear me?
Shit.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. So like I said, I asked these guys whether they whether they felt like they wanted to play Red Dead Online. They all said no. They don't want to play it. They don't get that feeling that they want to play it. Are you the same, or do you get that feeling?
No, I'm the exact opposite. I hop on Red Dead when I have nothing better to do because I have hope in my heart that I'm gonna find something that's gonna make me go, oh man, this game is sick, and it is. But the single player is what's sick. Looking at my character that I built in this game is cool whenever I have cinematic mode on, but it's not cool when I go, can I get just a picture of him, and then I have to set down the handheld camera on the floor, position it to look at my face, zoom in just to my shoulders, and then take a bad picture. I want to play this game more than any other game that I have because I paid $100 for it, and two, because I really like it.
Yeah.
The problem is that when I get on here, there's nothing to do. I think I told you guys before, that when I like this week or last week, I just started going into Valentine. I would dirty up my character, I'd put all those guns away, and I would walk into the jail in Valentine. And whenever people got close, I would just sit in the jail and yell or talk shit or do something until people came into the jail. And then the fun is, okay, let's see what they do. Most people just throw dynamite at you. Some people open up the door. I run out. I don't say anything. I just leave. Because that's at this point, that's what I've. To me, that is exactly the same as driving around in GTA at normal speed when you have nothing better to do. You're like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll just listen to the traffic lights. Why not? I'll just sit in jail. That's how much fun this game is. I'll just sit in jail. Why not? Let's see what happens.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. That's about as much fun as I would have walking around or shooting a deer or something.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I can't.
everyone has their own different fun. So.
But it does feel somewhat dynamic, because I have a clip on my Share Factory thing And I was talking to my friends, and I'm looting inside this guy's house, like right outside of Annsburg, and I hear a cougar. And I was like, what the hell's a cougar doing here? I don't have any like deer or anything next to on my horse. And I walk outside, and there's a cougar just chilling there. So I go back inside the house, and except I realize that the door is left open. So now the cougar runs in, and I get the hell away from this cougar, and I run outside, and the door closes, and now it's stuck in the house. For 10 minutes, I sat there trying to find a way to shoot this cougar without it getting out, until I finally went in there, just shot it, and I got a 1-star cougar, which, sure, I'll take it, I don't care. But,
See,
I mean, it feels like it is dynamic to to a point, but you have to be looking for it. That's, well, I do want to play it. It's just that I don't want to do what Rockstar wants me to do, which is to be a good boy and play the modes, and do races, and high five my friends. I have friends who have the game who paid $60 for it, and we're like, yeah, no, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah.
After about a week or so.
Well, no,
It's
I
like,
don't think most people want to play the showdown modes over and over again. You know, the beauty about this game is the world, is the map, and especially online it's so bland. There's just nothing to do. They need to add more things to do, more, like you said, more dynamic things that can happen. You know, more ways to interact with other players and things. For me, I'm struggling to figure out though what they can add that comes under that, you know?
The very few ideas that I've had, especially in going to towns, is I've realized in every town I've walked into, I don't know if this happens, I think this happened a lot more in the first Red Dead, I don't remember so much in the second one, but I remember people would look me in my eyes and talk shit to me as John Marston, and then they would go, let's step outside. And I'm thinking, I guess they don't know that I've shot 1,000 people at this point. Sure, why not? And I'll just step outside and shoot this guy. I'll shoot the gun out of his hand, I'll shoot his hat off his head, whatever. That doesn't happen in online. There's nobody that goes, what do you think you're doing here? That won't just, gun you down and then the rest of the town hates you. I walk into Van Horn, and everybody there looks like a total scumbag. But if I shoot one person, they all unify against me and decide that I'm the one dickhead that this town doesn't need. It's like, why doesn't anybody want to do a duel with me? I can't initiate one with another player, not without getting a bounty or anything like that. So I don't know. It needs a little bit more engagement from the player, because right now it just feels like I'm some guy walking around. Everybody's going, oh, that guy. That's it. That's it. Just people looking at me. That's the whole game.
What do the rest of you guys think? They can add? What would you want, maybe, that could make the game better for you?
Fucking games, Hoga, lifestyles, stuff like that. They had that in the first one. That was a lot of fun.
They need like free roam activities, because like even they've got like strange missions, but even they're like it takes you into a different server, doesn't it? Until you actually get on the wagon, then it like opens up to everyone. But
yeah,
like Clutit said, it's the same thing. It's just get on this wagon, take it there, kill some bandits that attack you all halfway through, and then that's it. Or do you know what I mean? Or go to the compound, kill some people, come back to the sheriff's office. That's it. It needs like, I don't know, little things like Clutit said. You go to like a saloon in every town. There's like someone to duel and something like that, like an NPC or anything.
What do you think, Doyle?
Or even like hunting missions. Like, so there's like like on story mode, the Skinner, whatever he was. You go to him, he gives you a mission to go kill like a bear and then bring the skin back.
Legendary animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, the Trapper's another one that I'm surprised just didn't make a return, because it would have been a good way for people to go, I'm wearing what I killed, I earned this, essentially. You don't have to use gold bars for this sort of outfit or something like that.
I think that comes back to what you said, where they're going to just drip feed, basically. But they're drip feeding us content that we already have in story mode, just give it to us online.
Yeah.
Makes me so frustrated. Doyle, what do you think? Anything that you'd prefer personally to see?
Motorcycles.
Crazy.
Nothing?
A better interaction menu.
Oh yeah? How so?
I don't know how like GTA, it's like not like how you can just buy ammo right away, but they have that already in the game in a way. Like switching clothes.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Instead of
Yeah,
like
he's right
keeping
about
them.
that.
Even the emotes are a bit awkward at the minute with like the emote wheel. It's just awkward. They
What do
need
you think?
like a better system.
What do you think about the emotes? Having to pay for them.
That's a bit ridiculous, especially
That's
the
pretty
price
funny.
as well. Like $100 to do like a dance. It's like what?
Yeah, no, to show your friends who aren't going to get the dance anyway. It's just like, yeah, I
Yeah.
spent money on this. And like, why?
Have any of you bought
And
any emotes?
No, no,
no,
No.
I'm not planning on it
I
either.
don't have money like that. I'm broke.
Even some of them are. You have to pay gold for them as well. Is it that jig one?
Yeah. Yeah, what's that, 19 gold?
It's ridiculous.
It's
Especially.
something like that. And I mean, you don't. When the game first came out, I was happy that you could earn gold because I was like, good, I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But I've played game modes that have given me eight 8 cents gold. Like, what am I gonna do? I did a daily challenge that was like get a haircut. It gave me 1 gold
Nugget.
cent nugget.
That's,
Ooh, one. Nice. I can really notice. I mean, look, if you're playing a lot of these game modes, they'll add up. But I don't. I play 2 or 3, and then I realize how much I hate them, and
yeah.
then now I have 1.56 gold. And it's like, sure, but I don't care. I don't care about that at all. Um, the system is just whack. I think that they need to add another. They need to stop penalizing players for wanting to be bad people in video games where you're a bad person, and make it so that there's different avenues of earning money. Instead of doing these stranger missions, why can't I just rob a cart on my own and get a little bit of money off of that? There's carts all over the game. If I have max negative honor, then give me that and just give me the bounty and I'll work with it. I have money at this point, right? Or if I want to rob somebody, which you can do in the game, which isn't really a good idea, but if I want to rob somebody, give me the option to rob them. I'll take whatever money they give me and I'll walk away. You know, it is what it is. But they, for some reason, in this outlaw game, they don't want you to be an outlaw. They want you to follow the rules, which is
Mm,
stupid.
but you know what worked perfectly? You know, on GT Online when they used to have that van, the money van that would go around. There was just one, and
Yeah.
everyone would chase it.
I think they took that out too.
Yeah,
But
they
I
took
do
it out.
remember.
I thought that would go really well with Red Dead Online, having like a protected wagon that was going around that you could rob.
You don't even need the wagon. They have a train in the
They
game
have
that
a
just
train,
has
exactly.
nothing on it. It's just nothing. I've stopped the train a million times. There's nobody on it. It's nothing. It's just ghost train, I guess. It's cool.
It's ridiculous, absolutely terrible.
Well, it should be pretty cool if they had like a kind of strange mission where you and your posse get on the train and with some of those light machine guns and shit like that. Fucking ride around on the train. Everybody in the server can try to stop the train,
That's a good
and
idea.
then there might be like I don't know $1,000 on the train that you have to split up in between all your posse members.
Yeah.
You know, if you stop the train, your team get it, and if you don't stop it, you guys that's trying to protect it gets it.
See, that's a really good idea.
Wait a
Like,
minute. Did you say that? How would you break that up? I'm sorry. My ear
Like you
gave
go to a
out.
stranger, start a stranger mission, then you
Mhm.
get a mission, go to the train. So all your posse members go to the train, and then the train is like an armored train, where
Mhm.
there's like sandbags on and light machine guns, stuff like that. And then
um,
you have to get to a destination that's maybe on across the map, like I don't know, like somewhere like a long distance. And then you have to protect the train, and everybody in the server can try to steal the train from you. But you obviously have all the good defensives like sandbags to hide behind, and maybe 2 or 3 of those stand light machine guns or whatever it is. And then you just have to protect it, and the enemies have to take it. And it maybe it should be like some jewels or $1,000 in a safe box or something that you have to split up in between your members of the posse.
I think that sounds pretty cool. To be fair,
That's not a
What
bad idea.
does anyone know what like the average payout for a stranger mission is as well?
it depends.
10, $12.
I think because
It
like
used to be
I think last
20,
time
but it's not.
yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure it went down. Like they should keep it at $20 because like on GTA you did like a mission, you got like I don't know $12,000 to $20,000 normally, and you could get like a gun with that. Whereas this, you do a stranger mission, you get like $8. You can't really buy anything.
No, you
It's
can
not
just
really.
go hunting and get that, but it'd have to be something
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
yeah. You gotta do like 100 missions just so you could afford like one thing. That isn't even worth it. Even like the clothes are like $50. So
They're really trying to push the
gold.
microtransactions in Red Dead
Yeah.
Online. It's a shame as well, because there's a really big trend now amongst game companies to do this, and we're just getting taken advantage of because we spend $60 or $100 on a game for us to just be forced to spend even more. It's a fucking joke. Have you guys got
Yeah.
anything else that you want to say about Red Dead Online? Any ideas or anything, or opinions?
They need to fucking put
If they
machetes on the
would
side of
just,
your horse.
if they would just use the backbone of Red Dead 1, it would be people wouldn't complain so much about it being a beta because there'll be plenty of stuff to do
Mm.
until they found out to make something new and put something new into it.
Mhm.
So if they would just add everything they had in Red Dead 1 online into Red Dead 2, it
Yeah.
would be a decent beta actually.
Mhm. Definitely.
I think there's some things in the game that like they put in the game they don't even work. Like I bought an improved saddlebag, right? I think it was like $50 or $60, and it's meant to get you more outfits. And it says you can hold 5, but you go to save it, and it doesn't let you save it. I can only have 3 still. Like the game's still broken,
Yeah.
but
And
yet they're willing to sell me the item.
yeah, and it's a beta, so they should really be fixing those things like within a
Yeah.
week, really. So they're clearly they're just trying to take advantage of it being called a beta, but not actually uh, do what's willing to be done for a game that's in beta. Yeah.
The only thing I would have to say about it is that Rockstar they need to stop sitting back so confidently, like people won't just walk away from the game because a lot of people have.
They already have.
Um, yeah, and they need to stop looking at GTA Online and going, all right, what other shit do we have on the back burner that we can just put out as DLC? Because look, people have been playing GTA 5 for I don't even know how many years now. 5, 6 years?
5 years.
5 years. If people wanted to stop playing it, they would stop playing it. But
Mhm.
they don't. As a matter of fact, there's a lot more people that are coming back to it because Red Dead Online sucks so bad.
Yep.
So Rockstar needs to stop acting like Red Dead, or they need to stop acting like GTA Online is gonna die if they give Red Dead any sort of attention.
Mhm.
Just focus on Red Dead, balance whatever you have to balance, and don't make people spend this kind of money that it feels ridiculous. This is the first 2 or 3 months of the game being out,
Yeah.
3 or 4 months, and people hate it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they at this point they can only go up because if there's no way that you can keep fucking up from this point on. I guess they could try, but
I wouldn't doubt
that would
it.
just be ludicrous. Yeah. So at this point they can only go up. All they have to do is not even listen to community feedback. They know what's wrong with the game. They
Yeah.
understand. They know how to patch the glitches that people find. The ones get to go around Mexico and all that place.
Oh yeah.
And any sort of way they patch the fishing one too. You just put a dead body in the water. Who the hell would have thought of that, right?
I know. I mean,
But
I thought it was intentional, to be honest.
yeah, I thought it was kind of intentional too. But it seems like any animal is attracted to a dead animal. That's what I figured out. But not the animals I want. Like I put down like a dead deer where I know a cougar is going to be because I just killed a cougar in that area, and a raccoon's going to show up. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, whatever.
The
Just
fact that they're
fix whatever
also
they have.
fucking every time people find an exploit or so, like an easy way to make money, they get off their lazy fucking asses and patch it straight away.
Yeah,
Straight
because they're
away.
Yeah,
losing money.
that's
But we
yeah.
need
It
something
affects their
new to the
sales.
game because it's boring. They're like, yeah, let's just give them one new jacket in a month, and then we're gonna put it in the game, but they can't buy it because we're gonna wait for another month to make it come out. They can just look at it for a coming soon sign, and then when it comes out, we're gonna make them pay 100 gold bars to get it. Like,
Yeah,
as soon as we want something, we need something to the game to make it fun, they're gonna take the sweet ass time. But when we find an expert to get easy money or easy gold bars, it goes 2 days and then they patch the shit.
Yeah.
It's kind
Yeah.
of, and yet they still want us to fucking use they make grinding hard for us, so we have to get gold bars. And gold bars is hard to get in itself after they fucking downgraded it. Like, there was like a 2 or 3 weeks period where you could play death matches and get a decent amount of gold bars for playing it. And now you're almost forced to go in and buy microtransactions to get
Mm-hmm.
gold bars, to get all the good stuff, all the stuff that looks cool.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous how they kind of force us to use our money, even though we paid $100 for the gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially somebody like me and Rebel. We put up money, goddammit. I should be rich. I should never have $79 in my
Oh, don't
I
forget,
wallet,
know,
bank
right?
you,
account.
you you got to play like 2 days early. What are you on about?
Yeah, right.
That's all that's worth.
And, yeah, that's pretty much in exclusive outfits that I've seen everybody wearing. So I
Yeah.
guess it's not all that exclusive. But also, yeah, the real small things, the daily challenges are not fixed, which I thought they would fix by the second day. They said get 5 kills with the Evans repeater. I don't have an Evans repeater.
Yeah,
They're saying get
exactly.
3 headshots in a day. Okay, but if I do that outside of an adversary mode, I'm gonna get a bounty. And
Yeah,
it's like kill this many players with a knife.
exactly.
Do you want me to kill people, or do you want me to be a cowboy and pet sheep or something? Like, what do you want me to do, Rockstar? Because I can't complete the daily challenges. I don't have the equipment for it. I'm not gonna go grind it out in terrible adversary modes. It, I don't know. What it feels like is that Rockstar has learned absolutely nothing from GTA Online, and that they just put a whole different studio to work on it. They're just like, here, you go ahead, fuck it, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
And this is their best-selling game, and
It's a shame.
it's dumb. I don't see the benefit of doing it like this, unless they really are just trying to do it negatively, so that when something positive happens, it feels like a big change. But I don't know. I don't think you should play people like that. That's stupid.